Small C's. Wow, all the girlfriends are watching.
What? All right, we got a
What
lot
about
of
Younes' wife?
we got a lot of support. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably has a child.
Younes is exposing Volt and Viking.
All right, so it looks like Volt and Younes are going to the Cantina. Volt already in perfect setup position for for Viking. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, they're splitting up here, trying to spread it out. I think that they're gonna try and isolate. Looks like Younes right off the start. And there's the saber throws I was talking about. I think there's a lot of that.
So Viking really capitalized on that a little bit there, but yeah, Small and Younes are quick to the punch to provide support to each other. So that little technique there didn't really seem to do much, but they are putting the pressure on both Younes and SmallC right now.
Oh,
There's the choke.
There's the first kill.
There's the kill.
Yeah, first blood goes to
Awesome.
Viking and Volt.
Run, boy.
Yeah, SmallC's in a 2-on-1 position. He's got to go either up high, go back to his base. Volt and Viking are going to be super aggressive anytime there's a 2-on-1 situation. They are like, hounds on blood, so they're going to go for it.
And thankfully there's a short spawn for Younes, and I think that he's gonna.
That looked like a close exchange there between Volt and Younes.
Yeah.
Younes is tumbled. He's out. Okay.
Another kill for Viking.
2-on-1 situation. Small's got to go up high, or he's got to go in his base.
He's already cornered.
He's in a bad spot here.
Really bad spot, yeah.
Oh, they're backing off. They're giving him a chance.
Okay.
No, I'm not sure why they backed off there. You would think that they would pursue it. Did Younes spawn in? He is in.
Yeah, I think it's at least, what, like 5 or 10 seconds until you can grab him.
That was a great push there, but I thought he tumbled.
3 seconds.
3 seconds, though.
Great push by Viking.
Younes is in a bad spot again.
Yeah.
And he's Small out here trying to just stay alive.
Yeah, I think Small and Younes have really got to. That was like a great kill right there. Nice.
There's a great Luke mash.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
Nice.
Down by 2 right now?
They're down by 1 actually. I think
yeah, it's actually 3-2.
Yeah, so by sticking so close to that spawning area, Younes was able to spawn in really quickly and just get a really quick, easy kill on Viking there. So that was planned out nicely.
And you can see how elusive SmallC is there.
Great push. Wow, that tumble was very fortunate. That was a fantastic push by Younes.
Let's see if they'll go on the aggressive here and try and 2-on-1 Volt. Looks like they're not. Just keep their distance.
I might want to try that option, honestly, if I were Younes and SmallC, and any opportunity for a 2-on-1.
Especially against Vader.
Especially,
that was a quick ass Vader. I just saw
that was a nasty V choke there.
That was a super quick choke. Those can be really hard to time too if you're not really precise with your loop, which is a Vader. So
SmallC is just playing like Survivor out here. He's just running around.
Now, if SmallC can manage that, honestly, that is probably one of the better strategies for Younes to come in and pick up some really quick kills like that. So that's honestly not a bad situation, but you gotta be really confident as just a survivor in a 2-on-1 situation. But Small seems to be pretty confident with that, so that might be a good strategy to use. They picked up
it's working. It's definitely working. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the save.
Oh.
There's the save from Viking. This is
the save within a save.
Save within the save, right?
Viking is tumbled. Yeah, and Younes finishes him off.
I think the score is tied right now. Yeah, they gotta go for the kill right here. Gotta go for the Vader kill right here. Gotta put the pressure on him. Now,
Bolt's just running away here.
Yeah. If I were Bolt,
and Viking is up.
All right. Yeah, that was a good pause from the action there to kind of reset. Let's see what happens here.
They're just reestablishing position here. They really like that roof here outside of the canteen.
They do. Yeah, that's the thing though. They were a little too close there, Younes and SmallC. They were literally just kind of like right. I think in that situation, you want one of the two to back up a little bit to provide some high top support or anything like that, so that it's just not so claustrophobic in that one kind of area.
And Volt's taking the mall strategy, switching to mall and the cantina to heal.
Oh yeah, I have noticed him do that a few times. That's actually not a bad idea, especially when you go into heal as a villain because that push extends quite far, and you can better defend yourself. I think so. That's
I
not a
And
bad
he
think
idea.
heals faster than Vader.
Yeah, that too. That's I didn't think about that point. That's a good point. So it looks like Younes is engaging a maul here. On
And the Jawgrowth is just really hard to defend, so it's good for them to get off of there. That was a nice choke by Volt, but he wasn't able to
Maul
keep it.
tumbled. That was a great push.
I don't know who pushed him, but
They weren't able to capitalize on it.
Small's holding the high ground there. Or I'm sorry, Younes is
Small's
holding.
doing a great job avoiding all of these kills. He's doing a great job just surviving, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think he's died yet. Maybe once. He's
Maybe.
choked here. He's out of it. And they're both in a bad position here. They need
well,
to
no,
get
they're
up.
okay. They're okay right now.
Okay.
Yeah, the pace honestly seems very frenetic. It seems to be that it's just really aggressive, kind of Volt and Viking, and Younes and
Yeah.
Small are just backing up, just trying to get their footing. I really do think Younes and Small have got to find a way to slow the pace of the action down a bit so that it's just not so frenetic. You know, I don't
I
think.
feel like they're doing pretty well because, like, from their team, what they're good at is waiting for them to make a move. But I feel like their moves are too quick for them to keep up with.
Yeah.
So if I were them, I would try to do around, try to confuse them a little bit. Don't approach, let them approach you, but kind of go on the map a little bit.
Yeah, now see, that's the same spot they died in the same exact time before. Again, both of them were placed in that same exact position. Yeah, that you got to spread it out a little bit more. I would really highly discourage anybody being that close to each other. It's all about you got to space it out. But they are putting up a good fight for sure. Let's see if we can catch it up.
If I was them, I would probably move this to the city.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I wonder
It's a
who's
little
the choker though in that team. Younes and I think it was
SmallC, I think.
Small. So we'll see.
Nice tumble. Younes has got to capitalize on that.
No, I think he's probably out of stamina.
Yep.
And that was a really good choke by Volt too there.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think they should move this action somewhere else, probably to the city, because this job roof area over here, Volt and Viking seem to just be really putting the pressure on them.
It's just, this is a very Vader-friendly area too.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Lots of open roofs that he can just ramp to very easily, and he's just so fast that he covers so much ground. And he's on you before you can do anything about it, really, if you're distracted for even a second. And Viking is a very distracting force, you know.
Yeah, look at this. You know, Volt and Viking are working on opposite directions here. Small and Younes are just, you know, they're just.
He might get cornered here. No. I don't know where Volt is.
You gotta watch.
All right, and a good save by Small, but then another save by Volt there. I'm not sure why he went over there knowing that Volt was on top of that building. I would have personally hit Small up at least before going over. So another double for Volt and Viking. They're starting to build a little bit of a lead here now. Isaac, do you have the score? And that was really well played by Viking. Deva, did we lose Isaac and Rabbit?
I actually have no clue.
Because I'm
Seems
not
like we
hearing
did.
them. Yeah.
I guess I'll be talking until they get back. I don't know what happened with them.
I was just talking and then I was like, oh, where's Isaac and Rabbit?
Did they leave
So
the
what's your
Discord?
analysis? Yeah, they still are in, but they're not talking. What's your analysis of this so far?
Looks to me like Viking and Volt are kind of realizing that they can play more aggressive into them. I think they know that they're probably the better team here.
Yeah, definitely. And now they've kind of moved it into the city, like I was
Not
talking about.
sure how much Younes and SmallC have 2v2'd since forming their team, but I feel like the lack of team playing might be getting to them as well. Might not be on the same page sometimes.
Yeah, they have been playing. They played a bunch in the past couple of days, I do know. Now that was a really nice ramp there by Viking to get over to Small, but a good save by Younes to keep him off.
Well, with the choke. Oh, could he finish it?
Wow, that was great. So I think what Small was trying to do there, he was trying to save Younes, but Volt anticipated that. Was just able to kind of back up a little bit and just do a couple of R1 mashes there, get the kill.
Yeah, Volt has very good instincts for where people are going to be.
So it looks like Younes and Small were trying to go to the city, but it just weren't able to completely move the location. So something is definitely off here with just the rhythm, because they were able to keep up initially, even have the lead, but I really think they're starting to fall into Volt and Vikings just overall aggressiveness. You know?
Oh, Volt's having some technical difficulties.
Volt's screen always turns black at least once during a scrim.
Oh, really? Oh, he's back.
All right, looks like the action's back on here.
So Isaac, do you happen to have the score?
Let me get that tier list up. So the person who has the most kills right now is Viking. He's going with 8 kills. We have Small with no kills so far. Younes 2 kills, and Volt with 6.
Yeah, and Viking killed himself once too, so that's 9 kills for
Okay, so
Viking.
9 kills.
So I think it's 13-2 or something.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, now this is starting to become a little bit of a blowout, and Volt attempted a V choke there, but was countered by the push. They got around the bubble and were able to make sure that he wasn't able to choke them. I think Small and Younes just need to keep being patient though, and
Yeah.
because they're not going to be able to come back by being super aggressive. That'll just feed right into the way.
Win an aggressive match.
Against
with
the Volt and the
Viking,
Viking.
though.
I mean,
Yeah.
These players are ultra aggressive. That's what I was saying earlier. You know, Younes and SmallC are more patient, so they have to find a way to slow it down just enough to the point where they can make it manageable, at least a manageable scoring count with Volt and Viking.
Like that right there, that was a little bit impulsive from Younes.
Yeah.
I don't see Younes do that very often.
And Small's not really able to. He's not really been able to shine really very much, because if you notice, he's just trying to survive each and every time. Volt and Viking. That was that was great there. That was just a mistake on
So
both.
they got 2 kills.
They did. Yeah, that was just kind of a freebie.
Yeah. Hey, you take them.
Yeah, I think Younes is a little frazzled right now. He's making some uncharacteristic mistakes and being a little uncharacteristically aggressive. So
They can still come back though.
yeah,
I've got faith.
Mm-hmm.
there we go. There's another one right there for Small.
Nice.
Little love tap.
A little love tap from Small to Younes.
Yeah, it is. They need to rush Volt here though. They can't be giving him that much space in a 2-on-1.
I honestly think they're a little scared of Volt's Vader. I mean, it is
It's scary.
It is a little scary, Like I think even, and then they're always thinking too, with Viking always coming in on the spawn, they're probably always having that in their mind too.
No, that was a bad move. He's dead. He's
Yeah.
dead. I don't know if he realized that his partner died before him jumping up there. I'm pretty sure no, because I don't think Younes would ever make that move, like jumping right into the middle of a Vader and a Maul by yourself with no stamina.
Yeah, and that was just another really nice choke by Volt, and great team play by Viking to finish it off.
Fantastic push by Younes, but he's got to finish it. Yeah.
Misses the aerial,
Oh,
and Small just jumps in trying to get the save there, but ends up dying himself. Should have just let him die. I think at that point it was too late.
Sometimes it's hard though. You see your teammate out there that's getting destroyed or about to get killed, and sometimes it's a little hard to prevent yourself from wanting to initially save that teammate. But yeah, I agree with you there, Josh.
I think Volt is probably one of the best faders in the game right now, currently.
He's strong. He's definitely strong. I definitely have seen that in some of my scrims I've had with him.
I think right now it's 20-5.
So it looks like Volt is tumbled here. Let's see if
is
we
he
can
gonna
get
finish the combo?
Yeah, and Viking wisely doesn't try and rush in to save him. And I
So
think
they
that
gotta go 2-on-1 right here, both Younes and Small. You know, sure.
yeah,
against-
they're really not taking advantage of the 2-on-1s.
I don't. Viking, I feel like is going to be a little bit smart. Even though I think he might be able to handle that 2v1, but I don't know. He's being a little smarter right now. Can't risk it.
Yeah, I really do think Younes and Small are being hesitant with their 2-on-1 situations. You know, I do think this combination of Viking and Volt is really messing with their minds a little bit here.
Yeah, and Viking's healing right now. He's nowhere near Volt. They need to really push now. That's the only way that they're gonna make a comeback is just by fighting 2-on-1 situation, taking advantage of those.
Oh, they hit Volt with that saber at least.
The saber throws are pretty solid there from Younes. He was able to hit Volt a couple of times with that saber throw, so that was pretty good.
And
He's just trying to
Viking-
find Viking right now.
Yeah, Viking got above SmallC and forced him down, so it looks like they're retreating back to the jog roof area.
Yeah, these guys keep healing though. Every time they get hit or Viking gets hit a little bit,
Oh,
they're heal.
that was a beautiful save or almost a beautiful save by Volt. He caught him right before the aerial landed.
Yeah.
There's no way for him to jump on the bubble. I hope he's good.
Yeah,
Yes, good job.
it looks
Right
like
away.
well, Viking spawned in there, so that
Oh, okay, so now they're going to be a little bit more aggressive.
And they have them separated. It looks like they're going to go 1-on-1.
SmallC, does he know that he...
oh, great ramp.
All right, SmallC, I see you.
Good ramp.
That's his boy.
So Younes has got to back up. Small.
Yeah,
here. Gotta
and
go
look,
for it.
Small's being a little
Let's-
more aggressive, it looks like, on this 2v1. They got to get an angle on him, though. They can't both go at him.
See, yeah, they're looking for Viking too. They're wondering where he is because he's probably spawned in now at this point. Yeah, they backed up.
Somewhere in the sky.
I think
So
that's just Viking's threat, though. You never know when he's come flying out of nowhere with an aerial.
True, it's scary because Viking is that type of player that just kind of just randomly does just come out of nowhere and suddenly you're hit.
Play by Volt to get out of that tough situation and get up onto the building.
Oh. They do a
Small
little...
almost caught him with that aerial, a little short.
Younes back to the saber throwing. He's got to watch out for Viking.
Viking just missed that bubble. If he had that bubble jump, he would have been able to get a pretty cool kill, but he just missed it.
Nice save by Small. Younes got
Really good save.
for it.
Yune's only a saber throw away. Look
I
for
don't
Volt to
know.
throw his saber there.
All right, boy.
That was a risky move by Younes, but it ended up paying off. That was great.
And I think you're seeing a little bit of the fact that Viking and Volt are so aggressive rubbing off on.
Viking already back in with the spawn in time. Just super
See, I
fast.
think Viking has the benefit of the universe being on his side. He just, it's a combination of his luck and
But
skill,
he-
which is like perfect and
He
beautiful.
always
I'm
has
jealous.
some stroke of luck on his side. Like I can't recall how many times I thought that I pushed Viking and he tumbles and he gets the lip of an edge and he doesn't tumble and it just screws it up. Like he's just one of those types of players. He just does have that kind of luck on his side at times.
Oh,
So
did
it's-
he?
Volt is healing. It's 22-9. I think that they need to make some sort of move here. Either go after Volt and Cantino or really pressure Viking. But you can't just let Volt heal without either taking Viking in a 2-on-1 or going after Volt and killing him while he's low on health.
Yeah, and honestly, this health maneuver thing that Volt and Viking seem to be doing, especially
Oh,
this.
good push.
Oh, that was great. He just got it. Yeah. Did they even get a kill off that, Josh?
They got one. They got Viking.
Well, Younes is
And now they're being a little more
Yeah.
aggressive here in the 2-on-1.
There we go. Nice.
And Viking's up already, but they they got Volt. See, that's what they have to do. They just have to be more aggressive in those two-on-one situations.
Like,
You can't be too scared of Viking. Obviously, he's always going to be a threat, but you have to take advantage of those while you have them.
totally agree.
Especially if Viking is spawning in at the main villain spawn and they're over on this roof over here with Volt, you can afford a little bit of time because you can see on your map when he's coming. They are playing very close together this whole entire game, which can be catastrophic when they make a mistake.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in terms of the spacing. They need to maneuver their spacing a little bit more to get some of that more kind of flexibility and throw Volt and Viking a little off. But as I was mentioning earlier about, oh, there's a tumble on you.
Yeah.
Viking easily picks that one up. Oh, he didn't finish it. There he goes.
That was a great push by Viking too. Well masked.
So, yeah, Viking and Bolt tend to use that health droid to their advantage every single time when they get hit. So, honestly, if I were Younes or SmallC, I would
Hit it. Oh,
he missed that one.
Yeah.
I would potentially go ahead.
not bad.
I would potentially consider eliminating health droids, honestly, and maybe only having one that you know of that works very well, so that you can always kind of have that one to kind of watch for, rather than them just always going to the cantina and healing like that. Because all that hard work of saber throws, all that's eliminated when the enemy heals.
There you go.
Great push, fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so they gotta go for Bolt. They gotta go for him.
Yeah, they got to be aggressive here.
Do a troll around.
Get behind them.
Get it.
That works.
Okay.
That works. That
Or
works.
just
Wasn't very
spam.
stylistic, but I got the job
No,
done.
that
That's
was-
all you need.
That was just
You just need that point.
that was just Younes coming up with a club and banging you with it.
Yeah, spam saber combo till it works, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like the score is 24 to 13.
All right.
It's manageable.
That's
So
not too bad.
if I were Younes,
Or 23, I'm sorry, 23.
23 to 13. It's manageable. So I think if they could keep it within, honestly,
10 or less.
a
I would
10-point
say.
differential.
10 or less is like it's a safe zone that you can still
Yeah.
come back from. Anything more than that, I mean, even 10 is still a pretty hard one to come back from, but it's still possible.
Yeah, no, it's still possible with a 10-point differential. It would be tough, but they have to try and keep it within 10 points, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think they just need to keep being patient, keep using the saber throws to their advantage, create a little bit of space, and then really attack on those 2-on-1s. But
To him.
that was a nice kill.
Yeah, that was
The
just
Viking
a
there.
fast sprint aerial right there. Small's backing up as he should, but
No. Whoa, did he hit him midair? He just like randomly tumbled midair. Oh yeah, he did, because Small was like, oh shit.
Younes is going up high, which is fine. Waiting for Small, so that's good.
All right, Small's in, so and
Younes is getting
Younes just got
choked.
caught by the and the double
Easy
team
saber.
saber throw too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Small was trying to go for a character swap there, that kind of as a last-ditch effort, but he just wasn't able to.
Yeah, this is starting to get out of hand for them, I feel.
It's always the last few kills that kind of messes with you mentally. Even if you're doing really well, same thing for Bolt and Viking. Those last 3 kills are either a make it or break it.
Younes and SmallC got to pick up a few strings of kills just to give themselves a little confidence going into this next round.
Yeah, they just got to be patient. Like, Small just put himself in a really bad position there. Like, he was able to get out.
Yeah, if they're able to finish this with maybe like 4 kills or so, it would be so much better than them just getting.
Yeah, that was a mistake by Younes. Like, he just went charging in there onto the bubble and almost like he forgot Vol could choke him off of it.
I think they're 1 point away from winning the side, right? Volt and Viking.
Oh, let me check.
Viking has 15. Volt had they're 2 points. 28. So 28-13 currently. Vikings tumbled.
Yeah, but
And
Bolt's save him
he
here.
misses the aerial.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's round right there. Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong.
30-15. Yeah, so just judging from this first round, I thought Viking and Bolt's just ultra aggressiveness really pressured Younes and SmallC to the point where they just completely kind of like lost their rhythm and lost kind of what they were probably thinking about going into the game in terms of what they wanted to do, which I would think would be trying to be patient and just kind of letting Viking and Bolt out.
Yeah. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do on villains, if they're going to try and be a little more aggressive or if they're going to wait and absorb pressure again, because they do need to make up some ground, but it's just not their style to be super aggressive. So
let's check the KDRs here on these players. And
You gotta scroll all the way up.
yeah, unfortunately.
There it is. Okay.
It's interesting. Just looking very briefly at that KDR score, Volt had a really low amount of deaths. So typically when a player has that low amount of deaths, they're acting more as kind of like a support player, because Viking had like about 10 deaths there, 16 kills. So Volt was just kind of able to feed off of Viking's distractions that he was able to create, essentially.
yeah, Viking's a very distracting player, you know.
He is.
He's the tank, and Volt kind of sits back and cleans up.
Yeah, and he does it well. He does it very well.
And they made very few mistakes in that round that I saw. It's really all about who plays the cleaner game, who doesn't make any mistakes or the least amount of mistakes.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. I was just waiting for Viking to do that one move.
Viking sometimes is just, you know what he's going to do, but it doesn't matter because Viking is just going to somehow still get the kill, even though you know what he's going to do. So yeah, they're going back to those healing codes. They're very particular and meticulous about always going back to a health code every time they get damaged. That's a smart play each and every time. You know, if you get hit.
Yeah, you never want to be within one saber throw of death.
Exactly.
No, at least like 1 centimeter after it.
Right.
But yeah, if I were Younes and Small, I'd go out of my way just to at least kill all the droids. And just leave one open.
Well, even with the heroes now, I think they have they can use a Han Solo to repair the health droids, but
it's kind of risky.
It's
though,
kind of it is.
You have to make sure that both of them are recently dead.
Yeah, basically.
before turning to a Han.
And that was a really good push by Volt to tumble Younes, and then Small tried to help him choke him up, but it was a little too late.
Yeah, well, that and he actually choked Younes, so it ended up being an inaccurate. He could have escaped, but it just ended up being an inaccurate choke.
He's gonna do an aerial. There you go.
Yep.
I was like, you need to back up, Small.
Nice choke by Small, but
no.
it's just not even capital.
I don't think he hit that.
Oh, I don't know if he had any stamina or not, but that would have been the perfect time to block it. Yeah. So, again, Viking and Volt, super aggressive. You know, they're just that is their style.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
there it is. Their cannonball
No,
push.
that is the signature combo right there. Viking with the
he died.
Viking deserved that death, to be honest.
Bolt's still able to get the kill, so you know.
I know, but it's like a 1-for-1. That basically didn't matter.
That's some signature Volt trolling right there.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you how that conversation went down. Viking typed in his chat, "Do you trust me?" And Volt was like, "Sure." And
like, no, but okay.
The best is when Viking tells you. The best is when Viking tells you, come here, in the middle of a scrim, and you jump on the bubble. Next thing you know, you're going flying towards the octagon, and you didn't even know why you were jumping onto the bubble.
I think Viking might need some help on
Viking's in
this
trouble
one.
here, so Volt's got to back him up.
911!
And a great save there by Volt.
Wow.
Alright, that works. Uh-oh, Volt might die. Or
No,
not,
Volt's
or
still
not.
alive, and he
Oh,
gets the
okay.
kill on Small.
Spam Luke's combo when in doubt, you know?
That is basically the direction that Volt went there.
And it looks like he has very minimal health left according to SmallC, so look for a bunch of saber throws here from them.
Oh, or at least a little choke. Just a little love choke. Just tip.
Small gets the little choke there, but it's probably not enough to kill Volt.
Viking. Viking's dead already.
I think Viking's still alive, actually.
Is he? Oh, he is.
I don't know how Volt managed to evade
Volt's
that.
out of
But
energy.
Dang,
that was a
Volt-
nice.
Volt with that. Oh,
Oh.
no. Younes actually fixed that up. Wow, I thought Volt did, but apparently not.
Well, I think Volt only had a little bit of life, and he didn't really have that much stamina for what it looked like.
Yeah.
So Younes was able to get a little bit of that. Alright, SmallC, come on.
I think that Vader kind of goes against their playstyle. I think that Small should try using Anakin just because they want to be a little more defensive and try and make Volt and Viking make their mistakes.
So it looks like Younes and Small are trying to separate from each other to get some of those angles.
Yeah, and especially
Small could capitalize on that. No, not able.
Volt with another kill. This match is gonna be side's gonna be over fast.
I think they need 16, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what the score is right now. So far, Viking with 6 and Volt with 5. So it's 11 to 3.
Dang.
Alright,
What-
so no need
what
to
happened-
kills.
What happened right there between Viking and Volt was, Viking and SmallC was just basically a drunken lightsaber. So,
Well, Small was out of stamina. He couldn't choke because he had floated around for a solid minute there before.
oh no, yeah, for sure. But yeah, those are just drunken lightsaber brawls right there for sure. And Viking always tends to, at least in my experience, always tends to get the better of those situations.
I think Volt landed a lightsaber or two maybe on Younes there. I don't know if he got the block up in time. Volt's healing courtyard. They both are, so it's... Yeah, but to your point about SmallC and Younes separating, I think that they're trying to... You can't really play that close together when you're playing against the heroes in 2-on-2 because it's just so easy. One push if one of you misses a
Yeah.
block and you're done. So there definitely needs to be a little more spacing when you're playing on the villains.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
That was close.
that was very
He
close. I
probably
think
felt his breath on that one.
I think Younes looked away for a second, and then oh my god, Viking was there. He
And
pushed right in
that's,
time.
that's just how Viking is. He's one of those players like him, Manny, like guys who you look away and they're on top of you and they're gonna make you pay for making him or for being distracted.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't look.
Oh, I don't think
scenery
he
at all.
pushed up. I'll get on top of the bubble, get more leverage, or no. Oh, okay, just block away, block away. Back that booty up, Younes. No, he didn't back it up in time. That chicken wing weighed him down.
Chicken wings down. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna get wrapped up pretty quickly here. Volt and Viking are just, their aggressiveness is just too much for Small and Younes to handle.
Let's see the score now.
I think teams might benefit better playing two pushers against Volt and Viking, to be honest.
Technically, maybe. I mean, I think the thing with Volt and Viking, other teams in
They
the
need
future
one
here
more
is
kill.
they have to slow down Volt and Viking's aggressiveness. You know, if you could slow that down, I think you could throw Volt and Viking for a loop. And I think the health droids are a big thing for Volt and Viking too.
Yeah, they're just one kill away from winning. So we'll see. Hopefully they make this kill enjoyable.
Oh,
Okay.
Small with the kill on Viking.
I did not think he was going to get that off. I thought Viking had a push there. Viking's up again already, and looks like Volt is going to finish it without his help.
Alright.
Alright, that looks like it's game.
Alright.
Yeah, so that pretty much went the way that I think most people were expecting a Volt Viking win. I didn't think that they would do so commandingly.
So, what do you think overall, Josh, of in Bolt's performance? Like, what would you say their strengths were? It saw any weakness? What were your thoughts overall on it?
I think on villains that there were some exploitable weaknesses in the 2-on-1s. Like Volt was not being put under pressure very much in the beginning of the match when they did get into 2-on-1 situations. And I think, or when they're healing, I think that if teams watch the film and they see that they heal that much, that they can really put pressure on one of them who's standing on the high ground while the other is healing. So I think that there is definitely some ways to exploit